Up until the day Kevin Durant announced he was joining the Golden State Warriors, you didn't actually think he would leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, did you? But go back 2 years and there's no way you'd be able to convince the majority of NBA fans that KD would ditch the team that helped him become a star. It's amazing to think LeBron James jumped ship twice. Did you think that Peyton Manning and Joe Montana would also wear multiple uniforms in their careers? Well, we'll go ahead and assure you that some superstars will stick with their respective teams until they retire. I'm Justin Fraction, and here are 10 superstars who will never leave their team. Number 10, Steven Stamkos. Most of us had the impression that Stamkos was leaving the Tampa Bay Lightning just this offseason, until he signed an 8-year deal worth $68 million to stick with the only team he's ever known in the NHL. The deal came just before free agency, and most of you were probably surprised about the late developments. Stamkos and GM Steve Yzerman got through tricky negotiations, but now you know his commitment to staying in Tampa. The Lightning have a Stanley Cup window that looks to be open for the entire length of Stamkos' contract. You'll probably see them win at least one championship with him, and since he's turned this franchise around for the better, both sides will make sure he finishes his career in Florida. Number 9, Clayton Kershaw. You haven't seen a pitcher in the majors as dominant right now as Kershaw. He appeared to be on the verge of a 4th NL Cy Young award before an injured back derailed his season. The man has led the majors in earned run average on 4 occasions and has led the league in strikeouts 3 times. In 2013, Kershaw signed a 7-year extension worth $215 million. He's a once-in-a-generation talent, and no other team in the majors has shown such a willingness to pay up. No need for you to doubt that he's going to play his whole career with the Dodgers. Number 8, J.J. Watt. Watt will go down as the best defensive player you'll see of this generation, beating out Von Miller, Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, Darrelle Revis, and others. The 4-time Pro Bowler has already won 3 NFL Defensive Player of the Year awards and has 74.5 career sacks in 80 games. After signing a 6-year extension worth $100 million in 2014, it was clear that the Texans see him as a franchise icon. He's done so much charity work off the field for the city, it's impossible to envision him leaving. Number 7, KAWHI Leonard. With Tim Duncan retired and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili on their last legs, you'll see that the Spurs are fortunate to have a franchise star to build around for the future. Leonard has been a beast in the NBA, helping the team win the NBA Finals in 2014 and earning Finals MVP honors in the process. You, the fans, also voted for him to be in the 2016 NBA All-Star Game. After the 2015-2016 season, Leonard's career stats were 14.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. Once Parker and Ginobili are out, you'll see him take on a much bigger role. No doubt he's up for the challenge of replacing Duncan as the Spurs' ultimate icon. Number 6, Sidney Crosby. We're sure a lot of you Total Pro Sports listeners started becoming more into hockey thanks to the rise of number 87 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. After the 2004-2005 lockout, the Penguins were in danger of relocating to Las Vegas, but the top pick from the 2005 draft emerged as the top hockey player in the world. Ever since his sophomore year, Crosby has led the Penguins to the playoffs every season, winning Stanley Cups with them in 2009 and 2016. Crosby has won a pair of Hart trophies, 2 scoring titles, and a Conn Smythe. In 2012, he signed a 12-year extension worth $104.4 million. Given how he's changed the entire franchise's fortune around, expect Sid the Kid to stay with the Penguins for life. Number 5, Tom Brady. We'd like one of you listeners to tell us if you had a 6th-round pick from the 2000 draft, becoming one of the NFL's most dominant players ever, while leading his New England Patriots to 4 Super Bowl championships. You either hate him or you love him. Either way, you know how dominant Brady is. Now at 39 years old, Brady probably doesn't have more than 3 seasons left in him, which means the Patriots will honor their hero's legacy by ensuring he finishes his career in Foxborough. Number 4, Bryce Harper. Harper has become as good as advertised since breaking through as a rookie in 2012. The 4-time All-Star and 2015 NL MVP is only 23 years old and hasn't hit his prime yet. He's a franchise icon dominating your team, unless you're a Washington Nationals fan. Though a long-term extension has yet to take place, you know it's coming. Harper's on pace to hit 30-plus home runs for the 2nd straight season. You'll see him finish his career in the nation's capital. Trust us on this one. Number 3, Stephen Curry. The man who has won the last 2 NBA MVPs and guided his Golden State Warriors to the last 2 NBA Finals will go down as the best player in franchise history. Curry helped them win the 2015 NBA Championship, and with Kevin Durant on board, more records in history shall be made. Sorry to fans of the 29 other teams, but you'll see this super team win at least a couple more titles together. Curry is over 28 years old, and his blood lies with the Dubs, and they won't ever let him leave. Number 2, Alexander Ovechkin. Like Sidney Crosby, Ovechkin was drafted first overall and guided his perennially struggling team by turning them into a consistent playoff team. Though the great number 8 hasn't got the Washington Capitals to the Stanley Cup yet, he's led the league in goals 5 times while winning one scoring title and a trio of Hart trophies. Ovechkin signed a 13-year deal worth $124 million in January of 2008. If he doesn't want to finish his playing career in the NHL, he'll return to Russia. There's no way he's going to play for another NHL team, though. His career in North America began and will end in D.C. And number 1, Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre, who mentored Rodgers in Green Bay, would leave the team after coming out of retirement. You didn't see it coming. You also never thought Manning or Montana would leave their teams. So why should we think A-Rod will stick with the Packers? Well, he's going to end up as the best quarterback ever when he's done. Don't forget that 5-year, $110 million extension he signed in 2013. Rodgers is the best quarterback playing, and signal callers can play well into their late 30s or even 40s. Rodgers will stick with the Packers for life. Which of these stars do you think actually has the best chance of leaving their current team? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.